She's a real woman with a real life. She's someone you can relate to. Dawn Newton.
Hey, welcome to the Dawn Newton Podcast. I am your host, Dawn Newton. Hollywood's hottest chef joins me today. His name is Ronnie Woo. His client list reads like a who's who of Hollywood: Gwyneth Paltrow, Jessica Alba, Holly Robinson Peete, Charlie Sheen, and the list goes on and on. You may have also seen him on the Today Show, maybe the Rachael Ray Show, or how about the Kelly Clarkson Show? And of course, there's the Food Network's The Kitchen. Ronnie's here to give us some exciting suggestions on getting creative in the kitchen. Ronnie, how are you?
Hey, Dawn.
Hey, how's
Good.
it?
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Chef Ronnie Woo. I can't think of a better person to talk to. How are you?
I'm great.
Hey, it's great to talk with you. Congratulations on everything. You're well sought after, Hollywood's hottest chef. How do you like that title?
It's definitely a title, but I'm not going to say no to it.
Nope, we're not going to dispute the title. He has earned it. Thanks for joining us today. I know is renowned for your Asian American cuisine. We're cooking up recipes. COVID-19 has certainly either brought out our best or worst cooking skills. What are some suggestions you have for the kitchen and what we can be doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great that everyone's at home cooking a whole lot more. I always encourage people to try out different cuisines, especially during the pandemic, but just try out different cuisines and not only try them out, but try making them as well. We might be used to eating it, but making it's a different story. So I partner with Ms. Can, and their vinegars and Japanese sauces are a really great way to integrate authentic Japanese flavors into recipes. And the great thing is you only need a few pantry staples ingredients to whip up delicious Japanese dishes at home. And Ms. Can, their products just really help tie a Japanese dish together. So today I'm going to talk about 3 different recipes that hopefully will inspire, and you can find these later on as well. But first one is a spicy cucumber salad made with the Ms. Can natural rice vinegar. And it's just a classic combination of traditional flavors and premium ingredients. And then we're going to move on to our Japanese-inspired Buddha bowl, which has brown sushi rice and this delicious, tangy tahini dressing made with the Ms. Can seasoned rice vinegar. And last but not least, we have a simple meatball yakitori, and this is made with the Ms. Can mirin sweet cooking seasoning, and that's just a great balance of sweet, sour, and bitter. And this recipe can actually be found on my Instagram page at Ronnie C. Woo. And if you're looking for more Japanese-inspired recipes, go to MsConFlavors.com.
What are some of the most common mistakes that we make when we're trying to do any type of Asian cuisine, Japanese cuisine?
Yeah, I would say I would think the biggest mistake is to not try it out, to think that it's difficult, because the ingredients are super accessible and you can find a lot of the ingredients in your grocery store. And if you can't, I would say just, seek out your closest Asian grocery store and just, stock up on interesting ingredients. I think once you have the ingredients, it's really hard to mess up, to be completely honest with you. So I think your biggest mistake was to not try at all or to think that it's difficult.
How did this get started for you? Where did this love of being a chef come from?
Yeah, it's funny because I've worn so many hats, obviously, and I have 2 master's degrees, and I think once I graduated and got my 2 master's degrees, I had a moment where I was like, what do I really want to do? After so much schooling, and I had this come to moment where I was just like, food is my passion, food is my love, and how do I make a career out of this? And so that's how I started my private chef company, The Delicious Cook. And, it's been a really fun ride, and it's been really fun. I'm so happy that I am in this industry. And now I'm working on my first debut cookbook called Did You Eat Yet?, which is out next year, actually.
Looking at your bio with your degrees, modeling, everything you've done, you could have gone in so many directions, and you still can, which is really interesting. But finding your passion and what you really want to do, because I can imagine there's probably a lot of expectations that came with each of those areas.
For sure, yeah. It's definitely a lot of expectations for each area. And coming from a Asian family, obviously, being a chef sort of wasn't necessarily expected of me. But I think over the years, I've definitely proven my parents, especially my mom, that it's a viable and good, happy inducing career.
Well, I can only imagine seeing you on television. Some of the celebrities, some high profile clients, maybe moms wanted to come along and assist, maybe be your sous chef while you're preparing.
I mean, the great thing is my mom honestly doesn't care about that stuff. So, I mean, it's kind of nice that way. I mean, it's kind of humbling, I guess, because she's like, whatever. It's not that, she's not like wowed by it. So, but yeah, I'm sure secretly she might probably want to meet some of the people I've worked with.
Oh, she's proud of her son. There's no doubt about that. That's awesome. What does this work mean to you?
I mean, I always say I'm not saving lives, but it is definitely something that is a lot of fun for me. And to be able to feed people and express my creativity while doing it, it just kind of like hits so many points for me and just covers so many bases for me that I get to be happy. I get to make other people happy. So it's just a fun profession.
So you've got a book coming out next year. What else? I know all of your fans that are watching and listening, what else is coming up for you? Where can we see you next?
I mean, right now it's books, and I'm on Rachael Ray Today's Show a lot, Kelly Clarkson Show, and Food Network, and so just a lot of different appearances. I mean, mainly the book is my main focus right now. So, when that's ready to come out, there'll probably be a lot more details and where everyone can catch me.
And again, Ronnie, where can we go to find these recipes you shared with us earlier?
Yeah, so you can find the meatball yakitori recipe on my Instagram at Ronnie Woo. And then for more Japanese-inspired recipes, go to mizconflavors.com.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Thank you.
You too. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Dawn Newton podcast, and a special thank you to Ronnie Woo, Hollywood's hottest chef. For more information about Ronnie and his recipes, you can visit his website, ronniewoo.com, and be sure to check out my website, dawnnewton.org. The Dawn Newton podcast is written, produced, and hosted by Dawn Newton.